Hi everyone, this is Amr from CRETVO, and today we're gonna start with the class number 1. It's about designing and freehand scales and how to start from scratch to end a design. The concepts and the colors. We're not gonna create something very complicated because we have to consider the cutting value, but I promise that you're gonna learn something from this class, so let's begin. Today it will be just a very simple class of sketching the concept design. When you want to start something from scratch, you need to see how the visual for it. So we're gonna just gonna draw some sketch here just for to see, and I'm using just a simple pencil here. It's just very straightforward. So that will be our first line here. Then we're gonna go through all the elevation. Once you finish this design, you just need to have to throw it to the trash can because this is not right. Sorry. Holy sh**. So the good news that you are finished very quick, but the bad news is that it's not a good design, so you need really to start over. The best thing to start a good design is with mathematics and perspective lines. So let's do it right this time. The first thing we need to do here is to draw the perspective lines, because this will be the first important thing to achieve in this design. So as I explained earlier regarding the perspective, if we start something without any horizontal and vertical lines, you might end with something like this, which is not correct. And try to catch up with this first part of this tutorial to know why this is not really a good design to start with. But now we're gonna start to do it again with the right perspective lines, which is we're gonna start with something like this. this is just a simple line to understand what we're gonna do regarding the design for the house. So if we have a correct lines for the perspective, it's very easy later to make the right design, because it will be easy for our eyes to realize that's how things work. So for example, this part here will be just the base line for everything here. This will be the base part, and will be the house, and will be the tower. But at least we know that those lines are correctly from perspective. So that will be our first step. So as you can see here, this is actually a good start, because we have here the right kind of lines to the perspective, and we will take it from there later to do it in details. But once you have some accurate lines, now it's time to use the eraser. So once you are happy with the lines, we start to remove some lines, just because we don't need all these lines, we just need something to see through. So try to clean those lines to not distract the original design. I actually make it a little bit sharp here, or a little bit visible, so you can see it. But usually I start with something very light color, but it might be difficult for the camera to catch those light color. So this is, for example, the different light blue and dark blue. Usually I'm using this one, but here, for just the sake of this tutorial, I make it a little bit darker. But in the end, we have to make it a little bit not so visible, so we're not gonna distract your design. And now we can start. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and this is the final result.